Well, you read the title. Is Nickelodeon actually scared of Nickelodeon All Star Brawl? And also, can these two games actually coexist in the gaming industry? As the game approaches its release week, it may seem that way. Let's discuss right now. Hello there, beautiful human. My name is RidersDX and welcome to my channel. Where today we've got another discussion when it comes to Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. And so this game, man, it feels like it was just announced yesterday, but like it's coming out like anytime now, and that's just really crazy to think about. Like it's been a wild adventure, and I'm so excited to see what this game has in store for us when it finally comes out on the 5th. But as you all know, ever since Nickelodeon All Star Brawl was announced, the comparisons to Smash Bros. Were absolutely numerous. And to be honest, Nickelodeon All Star Brawl isn't the first game to try to copy or at least emulate the Smash Bros. Formula at all. There's been many attempts in the past, including the very highly publicized PlayStation All Stars one, which kind of wasn't the greatest thing from what I've heard. But anyway, when Nickelodeon All Star Brawl was announced, I kind of didn't think much of it because I was like, oh, okay, Nickelodeon fighting game. This is kind of something I've always wanted and stuff. And then as I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, this gameplay looks pretty sick. I'm really into it. But I was really surprised by the reaction it elicited in like everyone else, including the Nintendo Smash Bros. Community in particular. But Nickelodeon All Star Brawl gained traction for a few reasons. So one, the developers behind it were the creators of Slap City, which is a highly well-regarded platform fighter in the indie scene. So I watched some gameplay of it before, and it looks really solid, and there's been a lot of praise for that game in particular, and so their name attached to this project was one big reason why it was able to get attention. Two, I think there's just something about the novelty of Nickelodeon characters joined together in a Smash Bros. Type game that's just really appealing and really funny and also entertaining at the same time. I mean, come on, just the thought of like SpongeBob kicking Leonardo in the ass or something like that, like it's just something that only this game could provide, you know what I mean? And it's not like this is the first Nickelodeon crossover game. We've had plenty of Nickelodeon crossover games before, but this is the first time we've had like a console iteration that was a fighting game. So we've had like kart racers, party games, and even action adventure games, but nothing like this before. And I guess there's just something about the hyper competitive nature of a Smash Bros. Type game that really pulls people in. But the last reason, and this is the reason I think it really took off in the Smash Bros. Community in particular, is the intentional inclusion of various tactics from Melee that Nintendo have phased out from Smash Bros., like wave dashing for instance. So from what I've read and from what I've heard from people I talked to, the reason that Nintendo isn't really incorporating these moves in their games anymore is because they wanted Smash Bros. To have more of a family-friendly feel to it, and just felt like tactics like this are way too advanced and something that they wanted to stay away from in terms of Smash Bros. They wanted to keep it more accessible to beginners. But Nickelodeon All Star Brawl has the opposite intention. So I think the game is still very appealing to beginners because it's filled with like Nickelodeon characters, and so it seems like something that like you could pick up for your kid very easily. But they don't shy away from advanced tactics like that, and they know that there's a really active Melee community, and so that's why when they decided to incorporate tactics like wave dashing, that got the community talking a lot, because it's like, oh, this seems like a company that's going to actively support a competitive scene, which is something that Nintendo hasn't always been the best at, unfortunately. So I've definitely read some news on like how Nintendo isn't the best to work with when it comes to like setting up tournaments and things like that. Like I think they shut down a couple Melee tournaments in the past year, which is pretty sad because it's like they used to be run with no problem because they were in person, but because of the pandemic they had to be run virtually, and there was just something about the technology that they were using that Nintendo was not a fan of. And so as a result, Nintendo's relationship with the competitive scene has kind of soured due to things like that. And so really moving on to Nintendo's side of things, Nintendo have never actually commented on this title, which is pretty obvious. I mean, I wouldn't expect them to, but they did make a questionable move. And so in the most recent Nintendo Direct, Nintendo announced a whole bunch of things, including when the final Smash Bros. Fighter would be reviewed. And you know what that date is? October 5th, which, you guessed it, is the same exact day as when Nickelodeon All Star Brawl is going to be released. And so I highly doubt that this is a coincidence. Like, there is no way Nintendo didn't plan to do this to try to take some hype away from Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, because it's like, of all the dates you could have chosen to do this, you chose October 5th to review The Last Fighter, which is sure to drive up a lot of hype for Smash Bros. Because, you know, it's been such a long journey. I mean, we've had 3 years, I think, of like DLC being announced and teased and all this speculation. This is a very important moment in the Smash Bros. Community, you know, to finally have that last fighter and to put an end to speculation. And so Nintendo knew exactly what they were doing. They're really smart, and there's a reason they've survived this long and have been this successful for so many years. They're smart, and they recognize when a game can pose a bit of competition towards their games, and Nickelodeon All Star Brawl has definitely proven that, so they must recognize the notoriety this game has managed to achieve in its short time. And so as a result, Nintendo does seem to be a little bit taken aback by Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, at least. Like, of course, this is speculation, I can't actually confirm what Nintendo is thinking, but like I said, it's highly unlikely that the October 5th date is chosen at random. These dates are never chosen at random, they're chosen for business reasons. They have PR people looking up, you know, what else is coming out around the time to make sure that it is a good time to announce things and all that stuff. And so this is intentional, this is purposeful. Nintendo did this with every intention to try to take away some of the hype from Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. And so this really just continues to drive the rivalry between these two games, because of course it's been there since day one. You know, it's like Smash Bros. Has been here forever, but here you have a game that's promising to do a few things that Smash Bros. Isn't doing and doesn't seem like it will do for the foreseeable future. And so I guess my question is now, can these two games actually coexist? Like, can you be a fan of both games and play both simultaneously? And the answer is absolutely. Like, what did you think I was gonna say? Like, there's no reason to choose one game over the other. You see, both games are going to offer something different for the player. So first of all, they have completely different franchises being represented. I mean, you would never see franchises like SpongeBob, Loud House, TMNT, Avatar, whatever, represented in Smash Bros. Because that is a franchise that's specifically for video game characters. Unfortunately, all of these characters just fall into the television realm of things. Even SpongeBob, who has arguably had some successful video games, and so he could kind of make a case for being included in Smash Bros. Of all these people, but Nintendo probably wouldn't go for it, especially after now. So anyway, both games offer lots of different people to play whatever they're interested in. But they also have their own different mechanics to get into as well, because Nickelodeon All Star Brawl isn't just taking everything from Smash Bros. And just adding in wave dashing and other melee tactics. They're also including some of their own tactics into the game to kind of make the experience more their own. And so there's definitely going to be some differences between the two experiences that I'm sure players will get to enjoy fully playing both games. So I feel like for Smash Bros. Fans, this is kind of a extra Christmas, because obviously Smash Bros. Only comes out per console generation, so we're basically getting another Smash Bros. Kind of game that's going to be similar in quality, hopefully, you know, depending on how the game is actually received when it comes out. And so it's just a win-win for everyone. You know, it's like Nickelodeon fans finally get all their favorite Nicktoons in a fighting-like game, and Smash Bros. Players get another game that's kind of similar but has different tactics that they've been craving to have in Smash Bros. Along with other new things to get into. And so it's just offering something a little bit different, so something that's not going to eclipse Smash Bros. I mean, nothing is ever going to eclipse the notoriety that Smash Bros. Has obtained, but it is something that can kind of form its own niche and, you know, just kind of like expand the platform genre. Because every genre eventually gets, you know, competition, you know, different companies vying for a space in the market. And so we have like kart races, for example. So it's like, if Mario Kart, Crash Team Racing, and Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing can coexist and all be successful, then these two games absolutely can coexist and be successful. So long story short, they both can coexist. There's reasons to play both. No need to pit them against each other, even if Nintendo is kind of like going for that. There's no reason to choose one over the other. Enjoy both. Life is short. You're not going to get that many Smash Bros. Games in your lifetime, so you might as well enjoy what you can, especially if it is enjoyable. Now, we haven't actually seen anyone play Nickelodeon All Star Brawl, so it's going to be very interesting when the game finally comes out and we actually get to see what the quality of the game actually is, but considering the developers behind it, I think we can feel pretty good. but nonetheless, I'll definitely keep my eyes peeled when those reviews first start coming out, and especially when I start getting my own hands on the game and get to play it and kind of let you all know what I think of it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything I had to say for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think Nintendo actually is threatened by Nickelodeon All Star Brawl? Let me know why not. Let me know if you're going to be getting Nickelodeon All Star Brawl. Are you a Smash Bros. Fan? Are you going to get Nick All Star Brawl, or are you not going to get Nick All Star Brawl? Let me know why not in the comment section below. Definitely give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more content on Nickelodeon All Star Brawl in the future. I am trying to get a review code. If I don't get a review code, then I'll definitely pick up the game the day of release, and so you're gonna get content in the game either way. So I'm really excited. I want to stream it. I want to even try to play it against play with some of you all in an online match. Kind of depends on how the online system works, so we'll have to see how the setup is. But that's something I'm thinking about doing, so definitely subscribe to this channel if you want to keep up with that. But alright y'all, thank you so much. This is Riders, riding out. Thank you so much for watching this video. Special shout out to my patrons, Team Rattle Sign Gamer, Johnny Hinton Ortiz, Trash Q, Claw84. These are my patrons / YouTube members. If you'd like to become a patron or YouTube member and get access to a whole bunch of different perks, then please check out the links in the description box below. But alright, this is Riders, riding out.